This is the dormitory. All right, Jason. We're in Luxembourg. We've been walking for a while and we come up to this gate. What do you think about it?
Well, first of all, I realize it's locked and I'd really like to see the other side. I don't really want to climb over it, so I'm thinking I might squeeze through it. Let me check.
You think I can squeeze through, Jason?
We'll see. Made it through.
So that's pretty tough security there, huh?
Yeah.
All right, it's gonna be my turn. Let's see how this works out.
All right, you come along, Luke.
Oh, that was easy. That wasn't too bad at all.
All right, Luke, try yourself. Okay. Oh, I can get my butt. I don't think I'm gonna get my chest through though. No. It's a little too big, huh?
Okay, Jason, you just came back through because you're so skinny.
Okay, get through there. Well, Luke, what other options do you have?
Well, I think I don't want to get the firemen to come and cut me out of here, so I think I'll do it a different way than Jason and go over the top. They got little handlebars for me to grab onto, and hopefully I don't slip and impale myself on something.
You got it.
Gotta get my foot jacked. There we go.
High security.
Yeah, high security here in Luxembourg.
Great.
Okay, better get on our way.
Okay.
Well, I really want to go in here, and it's a little tight to squeeze here, and it's, well, I can see they got it locked. Oh, I just really wish I could figure out how to get in there. Oh, that's high security. I'll close the door behind me. Hopefully no one fixes that while I'm in there. Here we are, we're in the little cavern we wanted to find. You can see why it's closed off. Oh. But at the end of it is a brand new building.
Yeah,
Kind of interesting, you go through an old cave and come to a new building.
Just be careful on the way down.
I had Jason already. I didn't follow Jason, just you.
Oh, sure, an adventure. Inside there, they have a modern building being built in there. And they're replacing the door, the old wooden door. At least you didn't get caught this time.
You got a good girlfriend. Here's my dancing sport. That's so lucky for you, Jason.
I love dancing.
I just want to see Jason dance with you. That would be my excitement for the week.
Oh no, I don't like dancing. So,
I've only danced once in my life.
Once? I thought you and Jason were pretty close.
no, I'm not. That's the I don't want to call. If possible, I avoid coffee.
It's Austrian breed. Similar to Germany. Bianca, they might have something for you in this one here. This is creamed something. What cream what?
Das hier ist vegan, das ist Hummus.
Okay. Und das ist nur Hummus drin?
Ja, was sonst Schokolade? Hummus, Mango und rosa Pfeffer. Ja, ne? Also es sind auch normal die Brötchen gemacht mit dem, ne? Mit dem Hummus. Das ist vegan.
Ja, okay, das
Ja.
What'd you get, Bianca?
something.
Shall we go to church? Say a little prayer. Do you know the Lord's Prayer? You don't? Jason, do you know the Lord's Prayer?
Yes.
Well, inform us. We don't know.
Well, you started off.
I prayed in the Lord.
No, it's...
No.
In the name of something.
No.
That's where I pick up the mileage at church. Hey, ladies, you believe in God? Oh, yeah. You missed all the good stuff, Jason. It's all done now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Too late.
it's over.
Now the camera's out. We're just going to talk about nothing.
I thought thought he was religious.
Did you want him to go meet girls there? Like, oh, Jason,
No,
I know where the
at
girl.
that point I didn't know that he was going to church just to check out girls.
Is that what? That's what I go to church for.
Right inside.
Like Paris Hilton or something very famous, and always the paparazzi.
Yeah.
Omelet vegetarian but with eggs.
Samosa.
Samosa.
10 euros.
That's how much it is.
Yeah.
Is it two? Oh, it's euros. I just keep thinking. I keep thinking euros, dollars. I'm like, oh, it's not too
It's
bad.
like 460 or more.
Because you can edit it, that sound over top of, 2 minutes of your footage of Luxembourg. Then it looks like. So when I was a kid, we don't want to wake up ever, so the mom would come into the room and turn the light off and on, off and on, off and on, then leave it on and say, wakey, wakey, rise and shine, morning boys, it's school time. And we hated her for that. We come to a gate.
It's locked. Bye, Jason.
I think you could just sit
I'm too fat. I'm not as
there. No
skinny
way.
as him.
I could almost get through. Almost.
Try it.
No, I've tried already.
Try it.
I can get my butt through, but my chest I can't.
I think I can't get my butt.
Here,
through.
watch.
No, my butt is big.
You can get through there.
Not my butt.
But no,
is
because it
big.
moves a bit, see? You get through. Maybe take jacket.
No, if I'm not getting through it. It's on camera.
Come on, come on. We'll turn the camera off, Jason.
Alright.
No, I don't want to ruin my jacket.
Once I say take off, I'll pass to you. Take your jacket off and I'll pass it to you.
No, I don't want to go through there. No, my ass is too big.
You can get through.
You get through.
I can get my ass through. I can't get my chest through. Maybe I'll take both jackets off. Okay, I'm gonna try this time to get
And
through.
you're not allowed to do
Okay.
that either. If you get caught.
I see. I don't think I can. I can get my butt through, but that's all I can get through.
You're right, your butt is getting through.
I just don't know if I can get my chest through.
Oh my god, if you get stuck, you have to
Oh.
call the police.
This is the hard part here. No, my chest can't get through.
You gonna make it, Luke?
Whoa. Maybe if I can get my chest through, I know I can get through. Okay, let me start again.
Okay,
If
bye.
I can get through, then you can get through.
Bye, Jason.
It's my chest I can't get through.
Oh, Bianca? Wait, you don't want to do this, why? Because you're really strict with rules.
Help! I miss Canada.
Canada misses you, Bianca. Okay, you ready? Oh yeah, no problem. Like it's not even there. Okay. Are you stay on that side? We're gonna go through. It just goes around the park.
Yeah, but you're not allowed in there.
There's nothing. It's just because of construction. They're gone. We've already been through today. Can you pass
Really?
my jacket?
You have been going through there.
Yeah, we've gone through it already twice. Today and yesterday.
Yeah,
So
but
we didn't wanna
I
walk-
don't like to do something that you're not allowed to do.
We'll go first and make sure no one's there. Pass my jacket, please. Plus, I'm the building inspector of Luxembourg.
Alright, Luke. You're the initiator.
Get to work.
Alright. Hey, look, how'd you get through there?
Well, I had to go over top because I'm not skinny like you, Jason. I'm sure you're skinny enough to fit right through.
You got the key, Luke?
No, I just have a certain access pass here.
Oh, okay. Maybe Bianca tries first. You go through that one, I'll go through this one.
You're not coming?
Look,
What?
she doesn't do things that are forbidden, so I don't know if
Okay.
this will happen.
It's a shortcut.
You gotta respect her. She's a good person.
I went all the way over that wall for nothing.
Shortly before Jason fell off.
Oh, really? Is he gonna fall?
Wow, she looked really bad in this one.
Jason, don't fall. It's a long way down.
Yeah, it's very far.
Okay.
Hey, how come you don't go through? She went through already.
Okay. Now Jason is going to fall down.
Don't. Oh, that's scary.
Look.
Don't push him. No. Okay, you gotta push him a little harder than that. Oh, it's a long
That
ways
didn't
down.
work.
It didn't, did it?
It was a
Very
bit
smooth.
better.
He's got his foot locked pretty good. Oh. Oh, she figures out. Okay, that's enough. I don't want you guys. I don't want to have to drive you to hospital because I don't have a car.
I think he may actually not survive that.
Oh, that okay.
You don't need a hospital.
We don't have to drive then. That's okay. Okay, push.
Just like life insurance, once you're dead, you're dead.
Yeah, who cares? Why
Oh.
do you buy life insurance? I don't get
You
that.
should put me on the life insurance so I get
yeah,
the
that
money.
Makes, now it makes sense.
You know,
You have to be married first, though. No good until you're married.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Well, I just want to see your face when I said you have to marry Jason. Okay, we're not going this way. Do I have to go back over? I went all the way over for you, Bianca. We're going
How far is it?
Oh, it's that the park ends on the other side here. Do you want us to go first and see?
And there's another such door?
No, it's just like that, and you just move it. It's easy.
What do you mean?
It looks just like that thing. You just go around. Jason's so excited. Here comes the skinniest of the skinny.
Okay.
Looks like the new lawn, though.
Yeah.
Canada. You don't understand. No comment.
Why? You just said it.
I'm not repeating myself. I told you that before.
You're not repeating yourself 1,000,000,000 times.
Yeah, exactly.
It still works.
Awesome!
Domo arigato.
Man, she's a fast runner.
This is where we're going. We're gonna go inside.
Where do you want me, Bianca?
I want you to go down there so I can take a picture of you. Look, there's even a bag.
Hello.
You want me to go down there, huh?
Hello. Down, down. Oh, it's getting darker. And then I can sing for you. Going down,
Did you start
down,
the video
down,
on the top?
burning the fire. Going down, down, down as the flames get hotter.
Frère Jacques.
Frère Jacques.
Oh, I don't do the song.
You don't know
either.
Frère
I don't know
Jacques?
any songs.
She doesn't know any songs. You know Old MacDonald, right? Or I can sing you, come on.
You can sing.
I don't know what I feel like from Old MacDonald. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O. With a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there. Here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Oh! Hello! Hello!
Sweetener tydligere. Er der Yeast extract?
Bianca, I got your gift.
I hate cameras.
Yeah, Jason, she should know this.
I'm not here.
Okay.
It's still on. I see it's on.
There's no red light.
It's on.
Jason, she's not stupid. Come on.
You didn't read it yet?
I haven't read it, no.
Want to read it?
Let's just pick one spot and we'll have a little read, okay? Ready?
Okay.
What do you think? You tell me to stop, okay? You just tell me when.
Stop.
Okay. During our visit of Apollonius Royal, I liked the idiomatic phrase I saw written under the historic garden sign, "Stop and smell the roses." To Bianca, it meant its literal meaning. For me, it meant I was taking time out to stop and meet a girl. Back in Halifax the following day, we walked up the green grass hill to the Citadel, which brought back memories of our first time at Halifax 3 years prior when I didn't know anyone and everything was new. I was in the same environment as 3 years ago, yet now I was with a group of people I knew. We visited parks, museums, and dined out at restaurants. Bianca started asking me, "Are you happy?" during this trip, and later during our trip out west. He capitalized west, I don't know why he did that. She definitely was hoping I was enjoying my time. While visiting an electronics store, she asked an associate a few questions concerning the computers. I noticed her as she talked with the associate, whether consciously or unconsciously, to move ever so slightly towards me to the point where our coats were touching.
Ooh.
Oh, it's getting juicy now! From a sociological perspective, she may have unconsciously been trying to portray to the salesman how she was already taken by appearing as a pair beside me. You gotta watch out for those.
What the heck? I think he's analyzing everything too much and thinking too much into it, and then
Normally,
even if it's not on purpose, he thinks it is something.
let's find out. Normally, on most trips I make, I feel the responsibility to search for and meet a girl.
Yeah, is this
But-
already retarded?
I was glad that responsibility was relieved, allowing me to enjoy my company of Bianca.
Okay, I want to have now a report. Just tell me, what do you think so far?
So far, I think you better read the rest here. It's getting juicy now. Ready for this? I'm not gonna read this. I don't know about Jason's writing. Jason's writing skills doesn't flow, though, does it? It's
No.
hard to. You gotta be a little more flowy, Jason. You want another one? You want to just go no, one more paragraph, okay?
Okay.
I called up my friend in Texas and asked, "Can you guess the good news in my life?" He replied, "Are you getting married?" He was close, and I told him that I finally got a girlfriend in my life and how I was writing a book about her. His first reaction is, "Is she that important to write a book about?" I told him my ideas for titles and mentioned the rise and fall of relationship, and he got a kick out of when I added, "But there hasn't been a fall yet, but there definitely was a rise." He commented on how that word "yet" was the key word. Oh, I hope there wouldn't be a fall. See, it's kind of wouldn't, but it would make the book a snapshot of a relationship from beginning to end. It doesn't end. The title wasn't really appropriate, so I considered titles such as "The Evolution of Relationship from Beginning to Mature."
Jesus.
Jason, wow.
I think you get a copy from that. Okay, you want to have a copy?
Well, how about you read it first, then you can next time.
Okay, and I will write you emails and be like, "Hey, I read this page today. It said this. What do you think?"
From this to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke will be my interpreter.
So,
And notice the color.
is that your favorite color?
Not this kind of green.
Oh, that's the only green they had. That was close enough, so.
Would you like it? We have, like in America, but no one hates you. So I think that kind of sums it up. Hi Jason, how's it going?
Good. Great story.
And it's, then we watch in Canada and laugh. Kind of like Michael Moore, but more comical. So he'd go down there and say, hey, the Canadians just got electricity in their parliament building for the first time. Do you want to congratulate them? And we're like, okay, we'll congratulate you. And then they're like, oh, they just passed a new igloo law for the building structures of igloos. So like the Americans would comment on all this. Like just all this random stuff is pretty funny.
Have you seen Borat?
Oh yeah, Borat.
Headed towards Anna Banana Restaurant.
Oh, Jason.
Luke's suggestion.
Oh yes, I hear about it in America and I think I must go. Anna Banana. I'm so happy to know people from Luxembourg to bring me there.
No. Actually, it was Inga's thought at first.
I can taste.
I'm very okay with them tasting. It's okay. I like the chopsticks too. But we celebrate all week because today I got our tour of Castle for her
So
birthday.
that was the whole idea of yours, Jason, no?
What's that?
The birthday.
Yeah, that was the whole reason I came to visit her.
Yes, and I decided I'd come. I was going to go to London first instead. I'll go with you. I'm going to go to Luxembourg instead.
I was like asking, why are you coming in Luxembourg 5 days? You must be crazy to come here for 5 days.
Yeah,
And
because
we didn't give
you're
up.
done with
And now you know
Luxembourg
he
in
is.
2 days or something.
Now you know he is crazy, so.
I think you have got the wrong one. You have to speak us.
You wanted the big one.
It's fine.
Here at Anna Banana Restaurant, and for the first time in our lives in Luxembourg, the waiter asked us if we wanted beer juice. Luke was very surprised, and that was his first option. And the first time in my life, I decided to join Luke with a beer juice.
Cheers. All right, this is Jason's first beer. Let's. I want this on tape. Actually.
Okay.
Tastes a lot like pear juice.
Let's get Bianca's reaction on beer juice.
Yes, better than Guinness.
There you go, Jason. Your first beer.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
my first beer.
Well, Bianca, this cucumber. Are you filming or no?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. This cucumber appetizer is very good.
Okay, we went to a restaurant and that's okay. Oh, you can see it. Okay, that's what Jason brought. An apple, because he's going to starve here. Okay, the appetizer is really tiny.
Or to eat them. He couldn't sell them, so he gave them to me. And the border crossing guard asked how much the unicycle was worth. And I said, well, he couldn't give it away on Craigslist, so I don't think very much.
And tell the story that happened in Fort Lauderdale.
It's very famous that the customs agents on the Canadian-US border are very strict. If you get there early or late for your time that you said you'd be there, they're upset at you, and you cannot open the door of the plane. You cannot. You have to keep that door closed until they get there, or else they'll be very upset with you. You get in trouble. So we're used to these rules. And we rented a plane and flew from Florida down the Caribbean. And on our way back, well, normally before you come back to the USA, you file up the paperwork saying you're coming. And you make a phone call telling you're coming. But in the Bahamas, where we were, nothing works. The phones don't work. And I'm getting kind of nervous because we need to get back to America. And we can't make any flight plan. We can't make any customs plan because we even went to the customs office in the Bahamas, to the customs officers, and asked them to phone for us, and they could not get a hold of them because their phones didn't work either. And this is Bahamas customs. So I'm like, okay, well, we better get going. You're allowed, once you're flying, you can talk on the radio and file reports, but like if you try doing that crossing the Canadian border, they might not let you in. They'd be very upset with you because they'd ask why you didn't call. But I'm like, we got no choice. We can't just stay here in the Bahamas forever. I
I do my flight plan, and you have to file a flight plan because when you cross into American airspace, there's a special area where you have to be within 5 nautical miles. When you said 20 nautical miles, it's 20 nautical miles and 5 minutes of when you say you're going to cross through the zone. So I have to follow this and get it right, and follow the customs. And Jason, he wants to go fly around like this because he wants to go look for cruise ships. It's like we have to go straight to where we're going. We do all this on the radio, and we land in Fort Lauderdale in the summer. We find the yellow box and park our plane in the box. You know, doors closed and everything, and then we're waiting. And waiting. And I'm like checking the times, like is my time's right? Like, so I was worried because we were in the air doing all this, and time is right, and then you can see the customs, you know, office. And we're just sitting there and just like pouring off us because the doors aren't even open. It's like it's Florida in the summertime, or maybe it was, I don't know, but it's
Spring.
Florida. Spring.
March
So hot
24th.
for us. And so I finally contact the tower and I say, hey, you know, where are the customs agents? They're like, oh no, you got to go in. You got to get out and go walk up to them. And I'm like, you know, if you did that on the Canadian border, no way you'd be done. So I was very reluctant. I'm like, oh no, like I just don't want to have one of these stories. But we can't sit in this plane any longer. It's just like insane. So I open the door, and Jason comes with me, and we walk to the customs office and go inside. Well, now we understand why they don't come outside. It's air conditioned, and it's just like the American customs with the kind of southern accent. We were wondering when you're all going to get out of that plane. They thought we were crazy for sitting there all the time. And we're just used to them being so strict and so, you know, like, hey, you boys went to Turks and Caicos, huh? What are you doing there? I'm like, oh, you know, we want to. He's like, oh, it's too expensive there, and there's no girls there. He's like, oh, you should have went to this island and this island and this island. That's where the Snoop Dogg shoots all those Girls Gone Wild videos. And this is the customs agent, right? Now he's checking our IDs, and me and my brother from BC, right? British Columbia, and he's very famous for pot. So he's like, they look, oh, we got 2 boys from BC, so how much marijuana do you have on that plane of yours? So we're just joking around now, right? Like, oh, we have lots of bales. And Jason, he's freaking out. No, we have none. We don't have anything like that in the plane. Nothing. Now he's like, okay, now you guys are in Fort Lauderdale. Like, now you're here. We're telling you the places, the cities they go to party, right? We're like, well, isn't Fort Lauderdale the party town? Like, it's so famous. It's like, they're like, oh, it's like, yeah, it used to be, but they've changed. Things are all like disappointed. Right? Oh, you got to go to Panama City, and you got to go here, and then we're talking about New Orleans. It's like this is a customs. He's like, yeah, if you guys can't get laid in New Orleans, you guys got to be gay.
I remember that sentence.
Like, because you're so used to customs guys just being, you know, very like strict and no smile, nothing. We have these guys that are joking around with us, telling us, you know, where to go party and stuff like that. So we asked them, hey, are you guys going to search the plane? And I'm like, tell you what, why don't you go get your stuff and bring it in and we'll look through it. So I went to the plane, I only grabbed like half the stuff. I'm like, I'm not carrying all this crap in there. So I just grabbed a few things. And they kind of like, oh, whatever, boys. You guys go have a good time and enjoy Florida. It's like, to me, it was so surprising, some of the custom stories that I just told you from, you know, Canada. And this is going from the Caribbean, like, you know, probably the drug mecca, you know, to Fort Lauderdale. You think they'd be a lot more, but they just didn't care at all. So maybe it's a southern hospitality. It was funny. That was my best custom story ever, was going to the customs of Florida. I never had good custom story after that. Or one I won't talk about.
This was a good one.
You know, this is Jason for sure. So we go to the Bahamas Customs. It's kind of the same. And I think we actually just cleared customs and we're actually going back to the plane, and Jason's filming. Or, you know, he's taking a picture, he's taking photos, obviously. And the customs agent came to us and said, no photos here. So Jason puts the camera away and pulls the video camera out. I'm like, Jason, what do you think the customs officer meant by no photos? Well, he didn't say video camera. It's like, you're gonna get a rubber glove, like this.
But didn't tell the story about when we met that Bahamas customs lady on the way out.
Well, on the way back.
Yeah, on the way back.
So now we went to a different country. The Bahama chain leads into the Turks and Caicos chain, they're both British countries. So we came back from Turks and Caicos to the Bahamas, and we usually like to clear customs at the first city you can. That way you can land anywhere you want after that, right? Not every airport has customs. So we go to the very first customs place at the very bottom of the Bahama chain, and Jason is being himself again and asking if he can have pictures and stuff. And we're like, oh my God, doesn't he not learn? But they were very happy about it. Like, oh yeah, come, get in. So we were very surprised that we have photos with the customs lady in the Bahamas.
And then she gave us references to Farmers Cay.
Yeah, she told us where to stay in the Bahamas with her family.
Yeah.
So it worked out good that time, Jason.
Yeah.
But I think other times it wouldn't have worked out so well for you. You can record. We rented the plane in Florida, and we had to return it to Florida. And now we're going to go on a commercial flight with Delta back to Seattle. And Jason bought orange juice and oranges, and like he normally has. And he couldn't eat them all. And he has all his bags are full. So he's trying to get on a commercial airline flight, and he put all of his oranges and his orange juice in his jacket, just inside. So he's walking around like he's like this with, oranges and oranges. And Jason, you're gonna get on a commercial flight. I don't think it looks good to have your shirt stuffed with oranges and orange juice. Like, how much is that? Like $2? Just go buy some more when you get home. Like, would you go on a commercial flight with stuff stuffed in your shirt?
No.
No. Especially for 9/11, like, security is so high.
Yeah.
But Jason thinks it's okay. Did we make you throw him out?
I had to repack my bag.
You had to throw out the orange juice though, because you couldn't pack that.
No, that was before those days. I had 4 small bags.
No, but you had to throw out your orange juice though.
Maybe.
Yeah, I made him throw out his orange juice. Like, you're not going to bring a 2-liter carton of orange juice on the plane in your shirt. See, now you would be in big trouble for that. No liquids allowed. So now maybe you understand.
You made a video in British Columbia, didn't you? The same story.
Staying with his father, he decided he was going to film the prostitute. How do you think that worked out for him? So, but
He's alive.
he's alive because you can run faster than a prostitute. I guess the prostitute entered him for chasing him. Which makes his stain. But Jason, like a couple years ago, is a 12-year-old boy, right? So this 12-year-old boy is being chased down by 2 prostitutes, which is Spain. Like, Jason, what were you thinking? I don't know. To me, it would seem like that's something you would not do. What about you, Bianca? Would you want to film that?
No.
No.
I would never do that.
Exactly.
That's disrespectful.
Maybe we should go film the druggies next to her house. See how that works.
No, don't think you.
No, that's dangerous.
I don't
Exactly. That's dangerous. What do you think the other one was?
Think, I don't think
how come it wasn't
dangerous.
dangerous? The other one was just as dangerous.
But
You
then,
just stand on the other side of the street, take pictures, and then run back in.
Yeah, but don't you think filming prostitutes in Spain was just as dangerous? Why isn't that not dangerous in your mind?
well, it seemed that.
To me, that'd be more dangerous. I mean, the last thing I do.
And then 3 years later, I didn't learn my lesson when I was in Amsterdam.
Well, you did it again?
I went to the red light district.
And you're filming?
No, I wanted to take a photo with all the cabinets.
And how'd that work out for you?
As soon as a girl saw me, it was in the middle of January, very cold. I thought no one's gonna come out of the cabin. Sure enough, she saw me and she almost wanted to chase me, but I ran away.
These are very costly photos, huh, Jason? I hope you cherish these photos.
I still got the photo.
Do you look at that photo and go, oh, that was worth being chased through the streets of Amsterdam? So are you going to do that anymore, Jason?
No, I learned my lesson 2006, yeah.
Good.
There you go. Sorry.
Thank you.
And he's like, taking his hands off my back, so he's like, just go.
He just finished flight school, actually. And he's done. He's a commercial pilot, and he just rents the planes from the school now. And when you rent a school airplane, they always have, the flight school name all written all over it. And all he wanted to do this day was practice going through the borders. Because you have, I told you the border store, you got to land and go in that little square box and wait for it to come out. So he went to Bellingham just to clear customs and came back to Canada. And when you come back to Canada, the airport we have at our school doesn't have customs, so you got to go to the airport next to us at Abbotsford to clear customs. And normally it's like the laxest place in the world, right?
But this is 2 months after September 11th.
So is it?
Yeah.
So he lands in Abbotsford, and they look at his documents, and he has no student visa, but he has a student aircraft. So they're accusing him of going to school illegally in Canada, which he already completed and done. Now he's just a renter because he's already got his commercial license. So it doesn't make sense. They can see he's got a license. I don't understand why they think he's going to school. But, you know, Jason Duda's threat to Canadian society with his 12-year-old boy look. They drive him and drop him off at a random gas station in the USA. They make him leave the plane there, drive him across and drop him off. Did he even wait? They just dropped you off and left, right?
Yeah.
So he's how old are you?
I was about 18.
He's like, oh, so
19, 18.
he's 18, but he looks like he's 12. So it looks like they dropped off his 12-year-old boy at a gas station in the States.
And you know what happened afterwards? My mom picked me up
He drove back to Canada.
to get my car.
So he just got deported from the airport, but yet he gets in the car and drives back to Canada. That shows how good her... Didn't she get denied entry sometimes at one border and just drive to the next one?
Yeah.
Before, you're not that experienced of a pilot. I really suggest you don't do that on your own the first time. Like, go with someone that's done it before your first time, right? And he was going, and I finally get a phone call right from Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Newfoundland. He's like, Luke, I decided not to go. I was like, of course, because you're gonna go across the North Atlantic. Like, yeah, the planes have that special fuel tanks. Like, a lot of times people just wear the full body survival suit in the plane because if there's only one engine, you know, you got very little chance. And they usually bring survival rafts and stuff like that. Did you have any of that, Jason?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you did?
But actually, I dropped that airplane off in Maine, Bangor, Maine.
Okay, so.
And then I joined another guy who was going to take an airplane across, and we stopped in Newfoundland
Yeah.
because the weather over the Azores were not good.
This guy, in his mind, with no experience, just thought nothing of taking this plane across the North Atlantic. It just blew my mind because I would never do that. I would, want some experience. But by the time he got how far did you get? Maine or Newfoundland?
Yeah, Maine.
By the time he got to Maine, he decided it wasn't a good. I was so worried about him. I was like, Jason, just don't if he does this, I never hear from him again. But then he did. He took my advice and went with someone, and the gentleman he went with to ferry the plane across the North Atlantic, and then you went to Newfoundland, you went to Iqaluit,
Yeah.
the far north of Canada, then Iqaluit to Greenland, and the gentleman was making Jason make all the decisions and the navigation, and I think Jason made a few mistakes, and he wasn't impressed with his quality of flight, and they landed in Kangerlussuaq in Greenland. And he decides, Jason, you're too dangerous. This is not the job for you. But instead of continuing on with him, like letting him go all the way to Europe with him, he says, I feel that I'm responsible for your safety and well-being. I no longer want to continue my flight. So he gets dropped off at some remote place in Greenland.
A village of 500 people.
He gets stuck in Greenland. Oh, Jason, I don't know how you did that.
I was there for 5 days.
So you had no money? How much money you had with you?
I don't remember, but I didn't spend any money there.
He slept in the hotel lobby behind the couch because he didn't want to go to the hotel. Because
The hotel was $200 a night.
And would you go and you go up to air traffic control and ask where the planes were going, and he
I missed the flight to Germany.
Yeah, he missed a flight, and then he found a flight to Ottawa.
Yeah.
And he asked if he could go with them, and they took his visa, but they never charged him. It was a private charter to Ottawa.
Yeah.
So a pretty lucky guy.
So how much are normally tickets?
Yeah, how much would have, if you had to pay your way out, how much would it cost you to get out of there?
2,000.
But can you believe the Japanese guy that dropped him? Like, I think he would have at least flown to Iceland or something where there's some services, but he just left him in a village of 500 people in Greenland. I think that's a good story for him, though. is the only person I think I'll ever know that got stranded in Greenland.
The people on the charter flight were surprised.
Yeah. I'm still surprised. So Jay, how's that North Atlantic crossing going? Are you gonna do it?
If I find someone to go with, I'll go again.
Maybe don't tell him you're a pilot, just say you want to be passenger.
Okay.
Let him take you the whole way.
The mistake was I chose to be PIC on that flight.
Oh, but he was like,
He asked me if I want to be PIC, and I said yeah.
and he didn't like
He didn't like my choices, so
Yeah, you should have just been passenger.
yeah, that's what I should have
And
done.
let him do all the flying.
Yeah.
During the month of August, I must have been in a low part of the wave because I didn't feel any spark for Bianca.
It's actually.
Or any girl around me. Ooh, this might be life changing. I was involved so much with my work and my new environment that girls weren't of any interest anymore. This is
Guys, maybe?
That's what I'm wondering. But I was happy to keep up a relationship because I knew sooner or later my desire to see her again would rise. If I didn't have Bianca, I wouldn't have any girlfriends, so I was glad I could still rely on her and know someone cared about me.
Oh, that's really bad.
Some days I would wake up early so I could talk with Bianca over the phone. Some days when I called her phone number and asked if I would speak with her, she would tell me, no, you can't speak with her as a joke. But I wondered if she had any deeper meaning than she was trying to convey.
For swim?
I don't want to go for a swim, Bianca. Don't throw me in the river. That's not nice to do to people.